there's also a story about, probably it's gonna be cursed, but it's the clever devil. Romanians think that the devil started to cause trouble in order to lure the weak-willed and to attract them on his side, because the devil is very masterful in everything. He's very clever. He likes to stir trouble. He likes to scheme. Romanians call that being masterful like the devil. They call the people who always come up with a solution being as masterful as the devil. But clever as he is just as much gullible to what people tell him. There is a fairy tale called Danila Prepelec in Romanian, which is one of the many cases where the devil got tricked by people. There's a good reason why Romanians say that the woman is the naked devil. You know, that's what the literal translation of that would be, but technically they mean the woman is the devil incarnate. Weird phrasing. Or they say that the woman is the devil's steed and that the woman has made the devil white. Maybe they mean the devil's hair. The women are colluding. Yeah, they always are. But more than anything, the devils, they're more afraid of old women than they are afraid of the cross. Because old women are more like devils than devils themselves. And at the same time, devils have kept being tricked by old women. More specifically, the term is old hag that they're using. Here's a couple of stories from which you can see what the devil went through because of women, and especially because of old hags. Hags. So, gonna actually read maybe also the Romanian version. Un om avea un petec de pământ lângă moșia unui drac. So, there was this man who had a bit of land. The devil had a big land mass, and there was this poor guy who owned a little bit of land next to him. Dracul tot mereu lua din locul omului, mărindu-și balta sa. The devil kept taking over bits of the human's land, thereby increasing his estate. Is this going to be on the test? Yeah, there's a devil test at the end of this. Urma urmelor, omul se necăjește și se ia la ceartă cu dracul. At some point, the human just gets fed up with this bullshit and he starts fighting with the devil. După multă ciorovoială se învoiesc, făcând o prinsoare și anume, dracul să slujească la om un an de zile și să facă tot ce i-a porunci. After a lot of quarreling over the land, they made a deal that the devil would serve the human for 1 full year and he would do everything that the human asked him to. Dacă dracul va împlini cu bine tot ce îi se va cere, atunci locul să rămâie al lui. If the devil would fulfill all his requests, then after this year, this land would belong to him. Slujește dracul pe om, făcându-și slujba bine și în toate, astfel că rămăseseră numai câteva zile până să împlinească anul. So yeah, the devil goes and serves the human, and he does a really good job, so that there were only a few days left until the whole year was over. Omul speriat că va rămâne fără pământ se dădea de toți pereții cu gândul cum să-l dovedească. Ah, yeah, there we go. So the man was very worried that he would end up without any land, and he was really regretting his decision of getting into this deal, and he was really stressing out what the hell he could do to get out of it, basically. Atunci la nevoie ceru omul și sfatul nevestei. Oh, and there we go. You know who's gonna come into the picture now? You know who's at the bottom of all evil? His wife, of course, because he goes and he asks his wife's advice on this. Of, sărac omul meu, că de n-aș fi eu, ți-ar fi luat dracu și sufletul, nu numai pământul. Lasă-l numai în treaba mea, că-i dau eu de lucru. So, she's like, oh, my poor husband. If I wasn't around, you would end up with your soul taken by the devil and not just your land. Let me take care of him. I'll give him stuff to do. Și smulgând un fir de păr de la subsoară, îl dă dracului, cerându-i să-l descrețească. Oh my god, pure gold. So the wife goes and pulls a curly hair out of her armpit, and she asks the devil to uncurl this hair. Why? What the fuck, man? Dracul ia părul și cearcă în tot felul să-l îndrepte. So yeah, the devil takes the hair and he tries all sorts of ways to straighten it. Îl trage cu dinții, îl încălzește la foc, îl bate cu ciocanul, îl calcă cu fierul, dar firul mai rău se răsucea. So he pulls on it with his teeth. Oh God. He heats it near the fire. He beats it with a hammer. He irons it. But the damn hair just kept curling even harder. So the all-powerful devil doesn't own hair straighteners. Apparently not. No. S-a muncit dracul, de-l treceau toate nădușerile și se făcuse o apă în jurul lui. So the devil worked so hard that he was just drowning in sweat, and there was a sweat puddle all around him at this point. Man, ancient Romanians were really bored or something. Yeah, I'm telling you, there's some wild shit in this book. That's why I fucking love reading from it. Așa se zăpăcise dracul încât văzând că nu se mai îndreaptă o lăla sănătoasă și țuști vroi să se zvârle în balta lui. Okay, so the devil was so confused and frustrated, seeing that he cannot straighten this bit of hair. He ran off and yump, there's țuști, there's like an onomatopoeia in here. It's kind of like a sound you make when somebody just takes a jump. And he wants to jump into his puddle because actually it turns out that the estate the devil owned was actually a huge puddle or something. The devil lived in a pond. But actually, when he tried to do this, rămase pironit locului când se văzu în oglinda apei. Drain the swamp, yeah. So once he sees himself mirrored in the water of the puddle, he actually froze in place. Sărmanul drag de năduf și de necaz că pierde rămășagul, i se înălbise părul. The poor devil, from all the stress and frustration that he was going to lose his bet, like his hair had turned all white. Când se văzu și cu părul albit, crăpă dracul tocmai pe marginea bălții și rămase omul și cu pământul și cu balta. So, once he saw himself with white hair, the devil just fucking turned the corner and died right at the shore of his pond. And so the human ended up owning not just his land, but also the pond. Ever since then, the proverb or whatever, the phrase remained that the woman even turned the devil's hair white, you know, because the women's are such nags. Oh God. Yeah, but there you go. I hope you guys enjoyed that one. These things about women, what they say about women is true. They'll grow white hairs on everybody, even the devil. Also, you cannot straighten women's armpit hair. Also very important aspect of this. We back to gaming though after this long detour. Thanks, chef. It's all your fault.